I spoke to members of the community here in Branson who say even 4 months after the duck boat tragedy, they still feel for the families and the victims. Now, I spoke to one woman who was in tears talking about the tragedy. The group will have petitions at the rally later today, and for every signature that they get, they will be sending out a letter like this one to state representatives calling for action. Ceres was removed from the top of the Capitol building earlier today, but don't worry, it's not permanent. The new admissions policy won't go into effect until the fall of 2019. But if it had changed just 1 year earlier, the admission status of some current students wouldn't be the same. I spoke to one Missouri resident who said that he still has some mixed feelings on Proposition D because he's not too sold on raising gas prices just yet. We're learning more about what Nathaniel Hendren was like in high school. Some of his former classmates told KOMU he was always a very social guy and was also a veteran. Facebook messages between Brian Kelly and Jared Bears were read aloud during the trial today. I'm live at the Boone County Courthouse where the jury is now in deliberation.
Kara, what should someone make sure to do in an online sale?
Well, CPD says that if you are going to meet up with strangers, the smartest thing to do would be to meet them in their lobby. The Columbia Community Relations Director says the police department lobby is always open, well lit, and has cameras. Stevens College has been working toward revising its admissions policy since 2014.
We are women's college, so there's a lot that come into what is defining a woman.
This fall, the school's Board of Trustees made the decision to expand its definition of womanhood. It will now include students who document an ongoing transition to female and who self-identify as a woman, and students who are legally identified as a female but do not fit within the gender binary.
I actually am trans. I like that trans women are allowed here, and they also accept that non-binary is a thing.
The new admissions policy won't go into effect until the fall of 2019, but if it had changed just 1 year earlier, the admission status of some current students wouldn't be the same.
Probably would have been denied. Probably would have to find a new college, which is really upsetting because I love it here.
Students like Ramirez, who is a transgender male, would no longer be admitted to Stevens College with the new changes.
How are they going to feel? Being that they're technically not supposed to be here, but they're grandfathered in. So that's definitely going to be kind of an awkward situation for them, knowing that they're the last two that are coming in.
Ramirez says the new policy is a good start, but it isn't perfect.
They're going the right track with allowing trans women here because they are women and they deserve to be here.
Kara Strickland, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
KOMU 8's Kara Strickland spoke to a faculty member who says the notoriety hasn't gone to Dr. Smith's head.
There was a lot of excitement here on MU's campus today. Students and faculty enjoyed the former professor's big day. A watch party overflowed with support for the Nobel Prize winner. But Smith doesn't seem to be affected by the fame.
Since he won the Nobel Prize, he hasn't stopped. I asked him to come give a guest lecture in my microbiology class, and he got it on the schedule before he left to go to Sweden.
Assistant Professor Pamela Brown says Smith's passion for science has made it hard to keep him out of the classroom.
If anything, it's harder for him to let go than some of the other folks I've seen retire and move on.
And as for a celebration when he gets back,
he's pretty humble. I would be surprised if he wants to do much more.
Brown says there's still one more thing she is waiting to see.
We'll all be anxious to get a sneak peek at his award, the medal itself, so we'll see what happens.
Brown says she and her students have been tweeting and texting Dr. Smith all throughout the day to let him know how proud they are. Reporting live in Columbia, Kara Strickland, KOMU 8 News.